that is a part of a car. It's actually a connector plug, usually used for ICVs, idle control valves. Now, this is a very simple, part. It's a very simple fix. It's about £2-3 to get this repair plug. Then all you'll have to do is cut them, shave them off and solder them onto your existing ones. Well, I had to mess around. I couldn't get this plug on it because although I'd ordered they've obviously sent me the wrong one, because I double checked the order I made and it was a three prong cruise control connector for the Ford V6, and I should have twigged it, but this bloody four prong, isn't it, idiot? So when I went to the car, took off the cruise control mount, the little unit thing, and I was like, hang on a minute, got too many wires. I looked at that and I was like, bloody hell, it's a 4-prong one. Sent me the wrong one, haven't they? Fools. Well, gonna attempt to have a bit of a barbecue, but the thing is, I just opened up the barbecue for the first time this year. It's covered in bloody rust. All the bits of paint are flecking off. Don't really fancy cooking on that, to tell you the truth. It wouldn't be germ-wise, it'll be fine. There wouldn't be any, bad ways you're going to die from it, but you get bits of rust and bits of paint in your burgers. So I'm going to grind it all off. Then I've got to try and find the bloody gas pipe for it as well. Oh, that's a bit better, isn't it? It's not perfect, but I'm happy to cook on that now. There's no big flecks of rust flaking off from either one of them. I think once I've had this, once this day's over, I'm going to go and try and get some barbecue paint like that, because you can buy, if you put normal paint on that, it's just going to burn off, and even if you put high temperature like exhaust paint on it, it'll still, the grease and fat from the food will eventually make the paint come off, so you have to buy actual grill paint. Obviously because this barbecue was quite cheap, well, I say cheap, it was expensive, but it was cheap for a barbecue of its size and everything. The paint that they put on it weren't proper paint, and it lasted maybe a couple of weeks of barbecuing. So once we've had this one, I'm gonna clean them all up properly and then give them another coat of paint. Sweet. Now to try and find that gas pipe. I think it's over here. There's a bit of gas pipe there. That's certainly not gas pipe. I can see a regulator. There's a regulator down in there, so hopefully that's what we want. Oh, don't want to break my other hose pipe. Bloody hell, man. I'm gonna get a new piston for this. It's gonna have a new piston. It's gonna have it's gonna be completely rebuilt, basically. Put it that way. I spoke to the guys whose it is, and he said just do it all properly, man. Just do it all properly. So I'm gonna get a new piston for it and everything, and he's gonna order up an FMF exhaust and everything. It's gonna sound the bloody tits, man. I was having a look at PW80s with the FMF exhaust on and everything, and they sound like a YZ85. Do you know what I mean? They sound proper nice. So his sister's gonna have a nice little bike when I'm done with it. Don't even know how much bloody gas I've got left in this, It feels quite heavy. Actually, maybe it doesn't. No, it's a bit heavy. Not too heavy though. I don't think this is... I know that's not the right regulator to go on that pipe. Don't know whether that hose is going to be long enough. It's the one that I had on it. So, I'm going to have to try and find the other regulator somewhere and match them up. Well, I've got it. I had to massacre the heater. Couldn't get it off, so I had to cut it off. So we've got our regulator now then, and then when I plug that in, that will tell me how much gas I've got left and all, which is quite handy. So well, at least we got that. Sweet. Let's go and put it on the thing then. who knows whether this is still going to work. Well, I'm in the green with the gas. Is it going to light? I'm obviously going to clean all this out before I cook on it, but I want to make sure it works first, so... They're all on. Let it get a bit hot. Make sure it's working properly, and I'll give it a clean. Oh, out comes the old Gorilla Glue yet again, because this is a handle for a mug, and well, obviously it smashed. So I'm now gluing it back together. We're going to have a nice bit of Gorilla Glue action on the old mug handle there, like a bit of Gorilla Glue. Oh, we love a Gorilla Glue. But today was quite a special day. Today we reached the goal on the GoFundMe, so that's pretty sweet. So thank you to everybody who donated. Everybody who donated, in my eyes, and I'm sorry if some people don't like it, but you're all equal because you all had the kindness in you to donate and to help me. So you're all equal. So thank you very much to everybody. Had a barbecue today. My brother's girlfriend bring a friend round, and she went for a walk about 4 hours ago with no shoes on. Went for a walk and she ain't come back. So she's lost, and because she's American, she ain't got a phone on her. She ain't got an English phone, so you can't even ring her. What's going on? But yeah, it's been a funny old day, but it's been bloody good because we reached the goal. So nice one, everyone. Cheers. This has turned into a bit of a rescue mission. Don't know where she is. It's been about 6 hours now. No one's seen her since she went off for a walk. She's got no shoes on, no bag, no phone, no money, nothing. I've been around all the back streets. Everyone's out looking for her. Thing is, because she's fresh from America, California, she ain't got a clue about anything English. You know, she probably wouldn't know what to do, you know, if she come across something. So I don't know what's going on, and because she doesn't know anyone, she can't go to a house or to a shop and say, oh, let me ring up this phone number, or let me do this, or can you tell me how to get somewhere, because she doesn't know how to do it. She doesn't know how to use a bus, or whatever. So, plus I don't know if buses are running. Oh, the buses will still be running at this time of night, yeah. It's night time, by the way. It's not daytime, it's bloody night time. So, yeah, I'm just driving around trying to find a missing person. The rescue mission! Alright, I don't want to bore you lot with too much talking, but this is absolutely a crazy story, right? We found her now. It's crazy. I'll tell you why it's crazy. Because it just doesn't happen here in England. This does not happen. Well, it might do in more countryside places like Devon or somewhere like that. But if I walk down the street, right, and I see an old person, or anybody for that matter, and I just happen to walk down the street and just go, you're right, you usually get nothing. You might get a grunt like, or yeah, or something like that. You don't get nothing, right? But it turns out, she's gone for this walk. She's then walked a couple of streets, and then she's come across an old lady. So she's just said, you know, hello. And then she said to her, I like those flowers in that garden. She's talking to this old lady about flowers. And then the old lady went, I'm just going home. Would you like to come round for a cup of tea? So she's gone round this old lady's house for about 4 hours, drinking tea. And the old lady's telling her about her family, showing the family pictures, the family photo album and everything. Bear in mind, this is complete strangers, right? This is just a random American girl with no shoes on, bare feet, nothing. You know, just clothes, like a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. So they're sitting in there, you know, for 4 hours or more, drinking tea, black tea, and you know, the old lady's telling about her family and all that. It's just crazy. And she said it's what happens where I'm from. She's from California. She says, she's like, this is what happens where I'm from. You know, you can walk down the street and you can say hello to a stranger, and you can go in for a drink. She didn't say tea. I don't think they have tea in America, do they? But you can go in for a drink and just have a chat, and then it's what happens. You know, you say hello to people on the street, and they say hello back. And it's crazy for me to hear that from her, because it just does not happen here. Everyone in England is just... Well, no, I can't say England. Everyone in these kind of areas, they don't talk to each other. That's why I don't get with my neighbours, because they don't talk to me. I say hello, they just... yeah, you know, but... yeah, whatever, I think that's crazy, man. So for nearly 6 hours, 4 or 5, nearly 6 hours, she was in some old lady's house having a drinking tea and looking at photo albums. And then she just strolled along and she was like, oh, I didn't realise it was so late. Oh, that's crazy. I had to tell you lot that because, oh, it's just mental. It's mental, man. I think the way it is in places in America, it's crazy. I wouldn't mind living there one day. Going over there somewhere, because it's a completely different lifestyle, man. People here are just so rude and just don't care.